The iPhone lineup has had many hits and misses over the years, from the new, not-so-great iPhone 16e to mega hits like the iPhone 13. But in between all that, there is one phone that has always stood out for me, the iPhone 14 Pro. Though a hit, its success was partly let down by the previous iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max. Let's start in the fall of 2022 when the standard iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro models were launched. It took the internet by storm since it was the next big design change since the iPhone 11. With the notch now gone and replaced with a dynamic island, a multitasking tool that could display and let you control simple tasks, such as setting a timer or controlling your music. Though many people despise the dynamic island, I for one think it's great, since it was a refreshing design change on the iPhone without really altering anything major, and it also looks better and more modern than the huge notch on the phones prior. Back to why the phone felt like a disappointment, especially coming back of the heels of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, iPhone of all time, the iPhone 13. Part of why the phone was overlooked was its hype and the insanely high expectations people had for it. Living up to the iPhone 13 would always be a challenge for this phone. Plus, it didn't help itself by making the standard models of the iPhone 14 practically clones of the standard iPhone 13 with minor changes that don't change a thing, not to mention the price bump to go along with it. These phones took most of the spotlight and became the center of attention for reviewers and journalists, which made the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max look like absolute garbage. But were the Pro models as bad as people were saying it was? Absolutely not. In fact, it was the opposite. It offered the previously mentioned dynamic island and a brand new purple color, which to this day remains my favorite and one of the most praised colors of the iPhone. It also got a new camera upgrade with an upgraded lens, sensor, and even a new in-house photonic engine, which promised better images and better video quality. While the sales of the phone were really good, it was let down by the success of the iPhone 13 and some decisions which totally tanked the phone in many people's eyes. But it has still remained one of my favorite phones to this day and was no doubt a great release. If you like what you see, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.